Hello everyone, my name is Sofie Veie and I am a Danish session guitarist currently based in London, and I asked you to ask me questions so that I can answer your questions. And here we are. Emil Skov is asking, when and why did you move to England? So I moved to England in 2016, just as the Brexit vote happened and it came through. Thank you, Brexit. Love that. And I sort of saw it as a sign as, if I want to move to London, it has to happen like right now. Whenever I came to visit London, I've always felt at home. So there was a little part of me that's always felt like I have to move here someday. And I'm so happy that I'm here. I absolutely adore London. My teacher back in school, we would have, did you ever have these like career lesson things where you would talk about this is what you can do for your career and this is what you need to study if you want to become blah, blah, blah. And I remember telling them, oh, hey, I want to be a musician and I'd like to study music in London. And she just looked at me and she was like, well, that's not going to happen. So what would you really like to do? I'm doing it now, though. Well, I got my degree now. Got a first baby. Kimi Paunonen asks, your desert island songs you'd be happy to listen to and jam for a long time. Listen. Picking one song is absolutely impossible. I dare you to pick one song. I can't choose, man. It's too difficult. Why would you ask me that? Ben is asking, what's your top 3 British guitarists and why? Again, I can't just pick 3. That's very difficult. And I think, okay. Just so that I don't go, oh, Eric Clapton. Let me pick some peeps that you might not know of. Jack Gardner, man, freaking shreds. And every single thing that he does in terms of plugins and tones that he makes, they are fucking great. And also all of his material on YouTube is also fantastic. Same with John Nathan Cordy. Fantastic player. He sounds so freaking great. And he also got some great plugins for the Helix. And I watch him all the time. I can't believe the amount of stuff he keeps making. I love Mensa Brown. He's absolutely incredible. As Charlie Allen as well. He's got such a pocket that I cannot believe. Please check out Rosie Frater-Taylor. Incredible guitarist and musician. She was warming up for Mark Lecheri a couple of weeks ago and she absolutely killed it. How do you eat Jaffa cakes? I don't. Thank you, Will Tanner, for your question. Prey Rock asks, if you were to use one guitar player's tone for the rest of your life, who would it be? Absolutely Andy Timmons. Sam Plays Guitar 7 asks, how do you structure your practice routine? I can absolutely recommend, hold up. Aha, a book that Steve Veie made. The Steve Veie book is great because it'll give you some ideas on how to structure your practice routine, what exercises that you can do. So instead of doing every single exercise for an hour each, just do whatever you need to improve for maybe 5 or 10 minutes every day, depending on what you have in your day. So step 1, figure out how much time that you have every single day to practice. Is that 30 minutes? Is that 10 minutes maybe? Or is it an hour or 3 hours? Then second step is, I would probably start off with some stretching. And guys, if you're going to music school, just get sight reading over with. Do that as the first thing in your practice routine so that it's over with. I hated sight reading and I don't do it a lot in my job. Don't tell anyone. If you don't do music school, then I would just go straight into doing some scales. That could be for like 5 minutes. And in that category, you just pick, okay, today I'm going to do pentatonics or major scale or minor scale, or I'm going to go through the modes. Then the next one for 5 minutes, you can do chords, for example. So that could be chord shapes. That could be little triads, the funk triads. It could also be arpeggios is a good one. Then I would also definitely dedicate a really good chunk of your practice routine to ear training. And transcribing is great. When I say transcribe, by the way, I don't mean having to write it down. I just mean ear training. Listen to a song, learn it on your guitar. And then lastly, I would learn songs. At the end of the day, what is the most helpful for me has been learning techniques through learning music. I am not very engaged by just doing boring exercises. I like working through songs. So you got to do what fits you. And that's something that works for me. When you practice, you should sound shit. Because if you are sounding amazing while you're practicing, you're most likely not practicing. You're probably just playing. And when we practice, we need to get better, which means you're going to practice something where you sound awful. But the point is to do that so that it can sound great. Kadizla is asking if I practice jazz standards. And I used to, but right now, no. Dan Murr 23885 asks, how would an absolute beginner, 4 years old, start? Just have fun. Make it fun as possible. Nick L Guitar asks if I have any plans to release a solo album or a collection of music. As of now, no. But in the future, I might want to. Cookie is Haku or Cookie Ishaku, one or the other, asks, who is my guitar hero? As of now, in this very moment, the first person that came to mind was Andy Timmons. I have such an Andy Timmons crush at the moment. It's very strong. Him or Mark Lacheri. Charlie Allen's also very... Let me stop listing people right now. Over Waterman is asking how I like my lasagna. And let me tell you, my mama might be Danish, but she makes a banging lasagna. Shout out to my mum. You make the best lasagna, mum. I've not had a lasagna that beats yours. D_Lee337 asks, favorite key to playing? Mine is F or D flat. I think at the moment I'm having a C minor vibe. What's the one thing you want to do before you die? Basically travel as many countries as I can. And in that, going to space. I don't think that would happen. Jeff, you just give me a call, yeah? Whenever you're ready, I'm ready, okay? Jodie Bellamy is asking, do you do online guitar lessons? Yes, I only teach online. Søren Andersen is asking, what strings do you use, brand and size? And Merry Christmas. Clearly to you as well. I use a new ball, 10s. They just always work. I might try going a little bit smaller in the future. We'll see. But for now, all of my guitars are set up for 10s. Ishenko 80 is asking, how many marriage proposals do you get per week? I get none. Fuente Beats is asking, what was the first song you played in a gig? I honestly can't remember, but I know that it was probably I Can't Get No Satisfaction. El Navgen is asking, why sweet picking? So flippin' difficult to get right. It's difficult because it takes patience to get it right. It's one of those things where like you just have to sort of consistently do it every single day and fail for an entire month until you finally get it right. You get it right like once, and that's your little thing of hope, like, oh my god, I did it right that one time. That means that I can physically do it. So you just have to keep on going, keep on fighting, because at some point you're gonna be able to do it twice in a row and you're like, holy shit, I'm doing it. And then you keep practicing, and then you can do it 3 times, and all of a sudden you can do it. So please keep going. Ashaidan Music asks, if you could snap your fingers and instantly master one skill, what skill would you choose? I think skateboarding. Are you done with Dark Souls 3 yet? Listen, he knows that I'm not done with it yet because I still need to beat Medea, but he's absolutely impossible. He's probably not. I'm just really bad at the game. If anyone out there is really good at Dark Souls 3, can I please summon you and you can sort him out, because I'm having a very difficult time beating him. Thank you. Thank you, bye. Right, Will Jessup 2001 is asking, do you like the Beatles? And if so, what is your favorite Beatles song or songs? Listen, I'm gonna be that person that says, I like Abbey Road. Everyone likes Abbey Road. It's such a great album. I also really, really love Revolver. I think Eleanor Rigby is such a great song. I'm a sucker for that melancholic stuff. My loves, I think that's it. I think I've answered a lot of your questions. There was a couple of ones that were more or less the same type of stuff, so I'm sorry if I missed your question, but it's probably answered in a way in the other questions, I hope. Please take care of you and the people around you, because everything is going absolutely mental at the moment. So we got to take care of each other, and everyone's stressing out. There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, going around, and we don't want to go into another lockdown. So please wear your masks and sanitize as much as you can. And I love you all very, very much. Until next time, bye babies.